Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? You already know who it is. It's the A to the K to the K, Alexander King Kwame. And today I want to break down how I made this cinematic environment in Unreal Engine. And I'm gonna give a shout out to Selfie for producing the instrumentals for the cinematic renders. So if you wanna reach out to Selfie, you can hit up on their channel if you need hip hop instrumentals, trap or reggaeton. You can just hit them up and they'll get things done for you. So let's before we start, I wanna let you know I used two softwares for this. I just used Gaia and Unreal Engine. But if you wanna know how I made the textures for the landscape, you have to hit up on our Patreon, and you know how I made those textures. All right. So to start, I just will head up to. So let's start with Gaia. So the terrain is pretty simple, right? So all I just let me just get it right here, something like this. So this is the basic the terrain that I just made in Gaia. So all I just did was I just dropped a hill node, which is like this, and I also dropped the mountain node just like this, and I added gamma. So after I added the gamma, and I just combined the hill and the mountain together, so I got this one, and I added erosion. So erosion changed everything drastically, right? And I added surface to give it details. Okay, and you just add a measure to just export your OBJ. So it's really simple. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 6 nodes just gave us this, right? It's pretty simple. Okay, so let's dive into Unreal Engine. Okay, so we are in Unreal Engine, and let me start off by just taking everything off, and you will really understand how simple this is. Okay, so I will take this plane off, and I will take our terrain off. So this is basically the simple Unreal Engine scene we all get most of the times, right? This is just simple scene, right? Okay, so all you have to do is you just import in your measure that you got from Gaia. You just drop that in, and this is it. All right. So I just got back here like something like this. All right. Okay, and also I will have to go to the volumetric clouds, and I can take it off and on, and I literally just let me check, is it layer button altitude? So I you can just take it upwards or downwards. I really wanted this kind of effect to be more like the mountain getting into the clouds, something like that. So that's what I did, and simple. I just dropped in this rectangle here, right here, to get this kind of yeah, to get this kind of effect, just like this. All right. So for the rectangle right here, I have a material on it, and let me show you right quick. So this is it. So simply I just have this node right here. I believe it's a constant 3 node. Let me check. because okay, mostly if you want to do it, just hold your 3 and just left click and you just have it. It's a constant 3 vector or something like that, but you just hold 3 and you just right click and you have it. And I know this is a constant, yeah. So for this one you can just hold 1 and just click and you just have that one right there. So for the constant, I just gave it this kind of dark color, and I just plugged in a specular like value of 1 and a roughness value of 0, and that's all. That's all. It's just really simple. To I just actually wanted to mimic the effect of a lake right here, right? So just get the effect of a lake with the reflections and everything. So, and also you need exponential height fog to give the scene more dramatic effect. And you see, I have these black. I don't know what it is, but let me jump into the camera, and you see I don't have it. Now the reason why is that, let me go to the global post-processing volume, and let me say reflections. So when you use lumen, I don't know how this works, but when you just use lumen, the reflections are not accurate. So I tend to use scene space to get the accurate reflection. But when you use that, you see this black one here. So literally what you can do is to get rid of these black ones here, we just have to go to global. It's just global illumination. Let me just check. Yeah, global illumination, and you just say scene space and you have it just like this. And when you have this screen space, when you have it like that, you can just go back to reflection, yeah, and you can turn it to lumen, and I think the problem won't be available anymore. So, and also I did the render with ACES. So yeah, it's just right here. If you just have to apply ACES, you just have to go to miscellaneous and you go to open color IO configuration. You just drop that in and you just double click it, and you for let me see, configuration file, you just navigate to where you have your ACES configuration file, and for the desired color space you have to use utility linear sRGB, and for you create two of them, and the next one you use ACES CG, right? And we also have desired display views. Here you can just make it you just make it ACES. If you see that you want ACES S, where's sRGB? Okay, sRGB, or you just want Rec 709. So when you do that and you want to apply ACES, you just go to your sequencer, and at the no, sorry, yeah, movie render queue, and you just let me drop in and load. Okay, so let me load in. Yeah, I saved it. So you have to drop your color output, and you have to enable this one right here, and you see the source space is utility linear sRGB, and this one I'm not using the color space, I'm using the display view. So the destination display view is ACES Rec 709. You remember this display view, let me show you. this display view right here. Yeah, no, desired display views. Yeah, display views right here. Remember this one? That is what I just used. So literally, when you use that one, from my understanding, and if I'm wrong, you guys should let me know. From my understanding, if you use that one, it will process your images right through the axis spectrum, and you don't have to go to DaVinci to set your aces, blah blah blah. If I'm wrong, let me know, because that's what I did. Okay, so that's it. It's just pretty simple and fun. Okay, so yeah, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share it, don't forget to comment, because I've got a lot of tutorials about cinematic environment coming up, so you might want to stay with me for all of them. All right, so stay safe, peace. I'm out. Bye. So before I go, I have to let you know I had a reference for the environment I'm creating. I think you have to know that, because it's really important. You have to have a reference, right? So this was my reference for the environment that I created. All right, peace.